All right, everyone, welcome back to another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to really optimize your curse sweep or curse cleanup battle runs. Because obviously, you're going to want to be getting consistent 7s, 8s, and 9s, 10s, so on and so forth. I believe everyone should really shoot for at least 7, because if you take a look at the reward menu, the only real difference is whenever you hit that rank 6 to rank 7 when you get the max rewards, which I don't see much of a discernible difference between like rank 7, 8, and 9. Maybe someone can point it out in the comments, but I don't think there is. Maybe these two have higher drop rates. I really couldn't tell you. These are definitely valuable. They're the things you want to shoot for. But the most valuable thing I'd say is you want to shoot for at least 7. So we're going to talk about that. So strategy number 1, when you're building the team, it should be something like this, all right? You want maybe one support. At least in my experience, one support has kind of worked the best. And then bring a couple of damage dealers, ones that can consistently put up the numbers. Because in like tower, you could make do with like one gojo and then a shit ton of supports, and then you just amp that gojo up, and then you just nuke the field, and then you win. Boom, that's it. That's all she wrote. This is really changing kind of the meta of how you want to handle difficult content. Because let's be real, tower is in-game content, sure, and you can get some cubes and stuff, but this is like, in my opinion, the more valuable in-game content between the two, because you're getting stuff to greatly boost your characters and bring them to the next level. So you kind of really, besides tower, I would say this is more valuable. You want to really make sure you're getting those runs and make sure you're prioritizing getting the right units and trying to maximize your rewards rank, your rewards rank as much as possible. Because honestly, one of the big mistakes I was making when I first started is I was bringing a gojo in the main slot, which was a huge issue. And that was actually causing me a lot of headache and actually really screwing me over. So honestly, I'd go as far as to say that, something like this is going to be best. You don't want the gojo in the main slot. You want to bring that gojo in the rear, because think about it like this: when you're starting out a battle, and you're able to take out the easy stages no problem with like fucking Megami or even SP Jogo without his SP buffs. Like, it's super easy. And if you had the gojo on the field during that time, you're just wasting emergency runs where you could rather have him maybe coming in the harder phases, because he is a good DPS. And if you had him in the slot 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, those very first stages aren't going to be as valuable. And then later on, what's going to happen? You're going to hit that emergency before the halfway point of the match, and then you're just stuck with whoever the fuck for the rest of the time on the stages where you'd probably need him the most. So I highly recommend at least these emergency gojos, like this guy, especially Hollow Purple. You could make an argument for this guy because his emergency lasts 10 turns, damn near. And then I think this domain maybe holds it back like 1 or 2 turns, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, the effect scales with the number of emergencies. Yeah, okay. So like you can make an argument for trying to bring him in and rush it. I could see that. That's feasible. But like at least these two gojos, the first two, you definitely don't want them up on the main lineup. So moving on to that, we have strategy number 2. The main advice I'd give you guys is these are very limited. See, you can barely see it because it's cut off, but I have 4 out of 8 runs. That is just based on how many times you complete the mission. I can go in here right now and say, oh, let's just go and do it right now. Let's try it out. Let's see what I can get. Maybe I'm like, oh shit, fuck, I forgot to change out Megami's recollection bit or some bullshit. Like, oh, dude, I'm going to waste a run. But whatever. If you go and hit retreat, no obtainable rewards time consumption. So if you hit that, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? Are you going to A, lose an attempt, or B, you're going to keep the same amount of attempts? The answer is B. You're going to keep the same amount of attempts. It doesn't count against you. If you go in there, if you fight this guy for a little bit and you don't like the run that you're getting, say like, I tell people to strive for like the consistent 7 rather than trying to like aim for a big nuke and trying to get for 8 or 9, because that's just not going to work in this type of gameplay environment. I tell everyone you need to try to hit that 7. If you're not going to get that 7 within the last like turn or so, you need to back out and maybe retry it because maybe the RNG screwed you over. Maybe, Sakuna didn't crit the many times that you wanted. But, I'm just telling you that you have the options. You don't have to be stuck with the run that you go in there with. And yeah, that's the final piece of advice, right? No, actually, I have one last piece of advice. And this is arguably the most important advice I'm going to tell you guys. So keep this in mind. So my blue team is giving me consistent 7s. Meanwhile, my red team, or my yellow team rather, which is to fight this guy right here, it might be looking something like this, which is like solid, don't get me wrong, but I've tried this team, I've tried variations of this team, and I'm not hitting that consistent 7. I'm maybe hitting 5 or 6, which is just not as good as this right here. So what do you do in that scenario? Do you just throw your attempts at it and like get less rewards as a result? Honestly, I'm going to tell you, no, you shouldn't be wasting your runs on runs where you're just maybe not doing the best on these types. That's okay. If you're not doing okay on these types, let me tell you something that kind of opened my eyes. Okay, my blue team is very good, and I'm getting consistent 7s. What rewards am I getting for this event with my blue team? I'm getting green rewards. Do you see where I'm kind of getting at? What does the green help with? The green helps with the yellow over here. The better green equips I'm getting, the better green hidden potential items, the more of them that I'm getting, the more I can put them into my green units, which guess what? They do better on the yellow. Do you see where I'm getting at? It's a perpetual cycle of if I focus on my green units for a while, I've got really good blue units. I'm getting consistent 7s on this green event. If I just, use all of my attempts on this for now, guess what? My green units are going to be so much better that when I go in here, this 6 or this like 5 or 6 that I was getting with those boosted characters, there's a good chance I might be raising that to 7 or 8. Like actually. So keep that in mind. And guess what? When you're boosting those green characters, I'm getting more yellow equips, which is going to help me out on the red one. And what happens whenever I do that? The red one is going to help me with the blue one. Do you see where I'm getting at? You don't want to just go in here, oh, I have my 4 attempts. I'm going to get 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. That's fine and all, but you're just missing out. You're not doing it maybe the optimal way, which if you don't want to play that way, that's perfectly fine. This is your game. You can play it however you want. I'm just telling you that there is a better option and there is a smarter option. It is very, very tempting to just go, I've got my 4 attempts, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Or you could put them all in green, max out a couple more blue units, and then later on, after I've gotten a couple blue units maxed out, I can take on the other ones or try them out, at least see if I can get a higher score. And if I don't, guess what? I can back out and I don't waste an attempt, and I can keep going and grinding for those hidden potential colors that I'm needing for these other events. So keep that in mind that the more you do like one of these, you're just helping yourself with the others in the long run. So without any further ado, I've explained myself enough. I think I've put out a good argument as why, I'm going to put all 4 attempts in this green one so I can get my green Yuji SP buffed, and so maybe I can take it into the yellow one, and maybe I'll have an easier time with it. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's just the smartest way to do it. But until then, let's just go in here and take a look. I'm able to get the consistent 7s in this, so I figured might as well like show that off a little bit. If you guys have a strategy that works that maybe gets you 8 or 9, obviously let me know in the comments what's been working with you. I've just been doing this because it's the highest score that I've been getting. So obviously, we all need to help each other out here. In this community, we need to talk about the strategies and ways to beat these things, especially the newer content, and give each other a heads up on like what works and what doesn't. So let me know in the comments what you think, if anything's been working for you. You can see this is kind of like an easy loop that I've gotten into where I just know exactly what I need to do in order to get all these damage. Ideally, in these first couple of stages, you want to be knocking down that health bar. Ideally, once per turn. If you can't get quite there, that's okay, I would say. But just, you might struggle later on because those turn amounts are very valuable. You need to conserve your turns and try to use your time wisely in this event. All right, so now I've got this. This, dude, I can't sing this skill's praises high enough. I love the idea of just letting that cursed energy build up, and then it's just basically like a pseudo super ultimate. Like, it is so nice to have. Forget what Ghost Lights does. It's whatever. Hellfire. Yeah. Oh, you gotta love that. Then Megumi's just gonna do tons of damage right now. Hold on. Am I crazy about something? That Divine Dog Totality. That's. Hold on. Am I crazy? That's. Yeah, that's curse technique. I was making sure because I was like, that seemed pretty physical to me. I don't know, but yeah, as you can see, I'm on turn 4 now, and I'm on level 4, and I'm on turn 5, which is solid. You kind of want to keep that pace. I highly recommend trying to get these like continuous buffs or debuffs on the enemy. So like this guy, he's adding some fire damage. Sukuna, I want to keep him with some more damage. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do this. I want some more laceration on him. Just for some of that chip damage. That chip damage really is kind of valuable. And now I've got his ultimate as on top of that. So you got to love that. Alright, so let's cute lesson do. Ultimate decreases their ult count. I'm just going to do Tailwind. I really want to... you know what? I actually do want that... The buffs from the cooperative ult. That's going to help out the other guys quite a bit, huh? This unit's definitely good. I just, you know, I wish she was a little bit more. She's a really good support, don't get me wrong. I just wish that ultimate did a little bit more buffing too. The cooperative ult is going to help out everyone out, so that's going to be sweet. And then they get ultimate count, curse technique, break damage. That's awesome. And dude, I love how after getting Sukuna's ult, you just have 900. You just have 200 curse energy to play with. Oh my god, dude, that's so nice. Let's go ahead and use that. You can't use it until the next turn, which is kind of lame, but I get it. He's still got some burn. Let's just do Ember Insects. This Jogo, I've been pleasantly surprised too. I thought like before his SP buffs he was like terrible. He's really not. He's not terrible. Like he does okay damage. He's not doing Sukuna level, but I mean no one's doing Sukuna level, especially on his skill 3. Oh dude, that skill 3 is just so nice. I wish I probably should change this out. This is kind of waste, but you know, it is what it is. It's kind of too late. Dude, that ult, I said that ult, but it's really not. It's just his skill 3. It might as well be an ult. Did more than this Momo's ult, that's for damn sure. Now these guys should boost everyone else too. What do they do? Ultimate gauge, yeah, that's nice. We love to see that. Plus he's in the domain. You look at all that damage. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Another level 3. Oh my god. And then he should break after this too. He's got flames, so I'm just going to keep doing Ember Insects just for all that damage. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, I love Sukuna, dude. He is such a good unit. If you didn't pull Sukuna, I feel for you. My heart goes out to you. He is so fun, dog. It's been a while since I hit this. Let's go ahead. New A. I mean, could I do Max Elephant? 326 versus... I guess I could. It's just... Yeah, let's just do this. I think it does more damage. We really want to prioritize damage in this event, dude. Because you just want to get as much damage down to these guys as possible. I gotta love that reverse curse technique, dude. He has 6 slashes. I think he's okay on that, but let's just go for another. I want to rush ult with him. Ember Insects, yeah. And it's just kind of been this loop over and over. And you see I'm on turn 11. I'm about to be on level 6. And getting that health bar down in 5 turns again is nothing. Especially whenever I'm about to have Sukuna's ult here coming up too. So let's just keep hitting that Know Your Place. Yeah, he still has that buff. Yeah, Know Your Place. Let's do Max Elephant again. He doesn't have any fire, so let's do Hellfire. Get some more fire chip damage on him. Ultimate gauge. Curse technique increase. Okay, we'll take it, I guess. That sucks. I wish I was boosting. Because Sukuna's about to have his thing. Alright, well, let's just get this done. That should have some break damage, but I don't know if we're going to break in time for him to die. 4 turns, can I get that health bar down? I think so. Especially with Sukuna's about to be here, dude. I think that's pretty self-evident right now. Let's do, I'll do level 3, do the ultimate. Level 3. Yeah, I think that's the best move. Level 3. Do this. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping we get this in that amount of turns. Holy shit. Holy shit, where'd that come from? Alright, this might be a little tough now that we lost Momo. We're not getting that good damage. Is that physical? I kind of want to... Curse technique. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that domain. Pop that domain. That sucks that we lost like both of them in that attack, but oh well. This should do a big number damage. But will we get to that 7 though? I don't know if we're gonna get it, dude. Sukuna, dude. I'm honestly, I'm considering just restarting. You really want to get the turn 7 for the maximum amount of buffs. Yeah, I'm gonna restart and I'm gonna get back to the same point. So we'll come back when we're at that. All right, we're back here at a very similar situation. We got 2 turns left, and we're about to get him on that 7th notch right there. So, honestly, yeah, all it really takes sometimes is just a redo. Genuinely, like I replaced what was it, Jogo? He had a bad recollection bit for this event, and I gave him one that was a bit more fitting. So, one that helped boost his curse technique, and I mean that helped out a lot. If I could do it over again, honestly, I'd probably put this Megami in Sukuna's spot. That way, whenever he hits the new way, he's able to give the blue type debuff to the enemy, so he takes more damage from the blue types, and then like Sukuna could cook right after him with even more damage. But that is honestly, you know, just trial and error. Like, see, like I was saying, I was reading this, and it says applies 15% AA or whatever. That's the blue attribute curse technique. Damage taken increase for 3 turns to the target enemy. So I mean, if I had put him in front of Sukuna, you know, Sukuna would have been doing 15% more damage, which is just obviously super nice. So just thinking about like that, like I got that turn 7 on here. I'm happy with that. That gives me all the rewards possible without any of like the what if like drawbacks and stuff like that. So honestly, from here on, it's just letting this run out. I'm going to hit on auto, and I'm pretty happy with, you know, at least getting to 7. I'm happy with that. I can't really complain. Let's just let this shit play out. And it should end right there. We go. So, cleanup result. And 19 million damage. That's my highest damage ever so far. So, you know, trial and error. The best thing you can do is just try different things, try new things, try new recollection bits. This is the best event to just try shit out and just see how it goes. It takes 0 stamina. It just takes those event attempts, but you can back out at any point if you really want to. If you think you're doing better than last time, definitely let it run and get a higher damage. Then you can come back here and see like who is doing the best. Like obviously, it's no fucking surprise that Sukuna is doing the most damage. He's did 9 million damage by himself. Did 1.4 million damage on 1 turn, which is just absurd. Man, I don't even know what this excess on, excess off. I don't know. But dude, I mean, what was this? Jogo took a shit ton of damage, and he didn't. I mean, this is cool. I like this function a lot. Oh, that's nice. See, I gave Jogo this Awakening Day free-to-play recollection bit, which gives 60% curse technique, which is solid. Genuinely not bad. And I think, depending on the circumstances, you can get a resurrection off with it too. So, not bad. I'm happy with this. I'm even gonna print screen this. This will probably be part of the thumbnail at some point. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. And let me know what you guys think down below. Ah, damn it. We didn't get that really good reward item, but that's okay. Honestly, it's just part of it. It's just RNG. You're going to have to, sometimes you're going to get lucky, sometimes you're not. But I hope my advice helped you guys out, because definitely you want to prioritize maybe one. The best one that you can do, just go at it and get consistent 7, 8, 9s, whatever you can get. As long as you're getting the max amount of rewards possible, which is this 7. This is the max of rewards. See the 2 to the 3, the 1 to the 2, and then it just stays current. I think the only possible change is maybe the frequency at these, and maybe some bragging rights. Like, let's be so for real right now. But definitely want to max that out and just go at it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.